Hey guys, Ellie Shostak here. Hope you are doing well. So, as a relationship coach, I work with so many singles, whether they're single for years or they're divorced and they're just trying to go ahead and find someone. And one of the most major questions that people struggle with is that I have a job, I have a career, I have a family, I have been successful in so many areas of my life, but one area where I seem to continue to struggle with is the dating world or the relationship world. And I just keep wondering, why is it that I'm able to accomplish so much in every other area, but this one area is not working out for me? So this is one of the concerns that I hear of really often from the people who I meet with, the people who I talk to, and the people who join my Find the Right One coaching program. So I want to explain to you why I think this one area is so difficult and how you can actually look at other areas of your life and figure out how to take the success in those areas and move it into this area as well. So first, let's understand the reason why it's so difficult. With other areas of your life, right? If you look at the hierarchy of needs, right? We know that we need food, right? Water, and then you need shelter. And then after that comes meaning and purpose and recognition and love. So we know that we can't exist without food and water, and we can't exist without shelter. So once those two things are taken care of, then we're actually going to a higher need. And there's a higher need that we all strive for, which is meaning, which is purpose. And one of the things that gives us purpose in life is having a solid, fun, exciting, intimate, loving, caring relationship with another human, right? That's what we crave for. Now, biologically and from an evolutionary perspective, we crave for sex. And that is one area that people have to take care of. It's like that need. But then again, if you look at the hierarchy of needs, that is not the top one, right? So there is food and shelter. And then after that comes recognition, procreation, or, just that enjoyment in itself. So what we need to understand is that that level that we're looking for, as long as we've taken care of these other elements, we know that we need to take care of those first two in order to exist. Then we go into a higher realm, and that higher realm is meaning and purpose and trying to figure out who is the someone out there that I can spend my life with and enjoy time on all levels with, right? So that's a higher need. So first we need to understand that one of the reasons why people are successful is because in the other areas is because biologically and from an evolutionary perspective, we have to have those areas covered in order to exist. And some of us are even more successful in those areas of providing, whether it's in your career or business, right? So we understand that. Then we go into the higher need of meaning, and we start to really come into play with many different theories of what provides a person with meaning, what is a solid relationship, what is a loving relationship, is there such a thing as a soulmate, is there such a thing, I've heard this recently, of a twin flame. Okay, you saw my eyeballs go off on that one. All these different theories. So first, here's your answer as to why you're having success in the other areas. First is because those are the needs that have to be taken care of biologically in order to exist. That's one. Then we go ahead and we try to come up with these different ideas as to what's going to get us into that healthy, loving relationship. So once you understand that, one of the things that you can do is you can look at the areas in your life where you have achieved success in, right? And you can take the principles and the strategies that you've used in those areas, and you can try to apply them in the area of being in an incredible, loving relationship. So first, let's take the example of your career, right? If you're going down a certain path in your career and you wanted to achieve something greater, and let's say you have achieved that something greater, what did you have to do? You have to look back and you have to write down some of the principles that you used, the strategies that you used in that area. So there's a client of mine who is just a phenomenal human being. And you'll see him on my website. He always talks so highly of the program that he went through. But one area where I look up to him is his level of eating healthy. Okay? And he's at the point where if anything unhealthy comes in his way, it doesn't even fall into his brain as to whether or not he should have it. It's already been removed. So what you can do and learn from someone like that is when you are able to fine tune who is the type of person that you want to be with, you can then, just like in that other area of your life where you achieved success and you had your eye on the prize and you did other things, whether it was learning new ideas to make your mind think differently about it, whether it was practicing in that one area in order to get good at it, you need to view getting into a healthy and loving relationship and take those principles. Now, not all of them can be used into getting a healthy relationship, but some can, okay? And you need to apply them in this area. So if that means joining the Find the Right One coaching program, where you're going to get an entirely new way of viewing love and understanding that there is a much easier, simpler, confident way to get into that relationship of your dreams, that is something that you would want to do if you've achieved success in other areas of your life. Now, there are people that will speak with me that are not appropriate for the program, and I've turned them away. But there are some people who don't get that, well, how is this exactly going to help me? How am I going to take a coaching program with you, Ellie, and then get into the relationship of my dreams, right? So even though I have testimonies and I have people saying I took the program and I went through it, there is a part of us that somehow thinks when it comes to the love relationship, I can just do it. I can get into it on my own. I haven't met the one. I haven't met the one. So what I want to try to help you understand is that way of thinking is not going to get you to where you want to be, right? Because what got you here will not get you there. So those were the two elements that I wanted to talk about in today's video, which is number one, understanding why being successful in other areas of your life doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get that success in love relationships. And similarly, just like you use certain principles, new mind frames, new strategies in order to achieve the success in the other areas, you need to do that in your relationships in order to get into a healthy, loving relationship, which is something that you haven't gotten up until now. So that being said, I wanted to share with you again that right now we're in the pre-launch phase of Find the Right One 2020. It's an incredible coaching program that's 6 weeks where I am going to be going through the program with a small group of single women and men to help them get the mind frame that they need to help them see that what they had was not working, and what they can have will help them get into the relationship. And then, just like I mentioned before, coming up with the actual vision, strategies, and action steps that you need to take in order to get into that healthy, loving relationship. So if you are interested in learning more about the program, please message me. And I'm also going to put a link where you can actually join the program right now. Okay, and I had 2 people join yesterday, which was freaking awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put the link right there, and you can join and learn all about it. And if you have any questions, message me. Have an awesome day. All the best.